It started with a text message, one of those late-night notifications that makes your heart jump. I glanced at my boyfriend's phone, thinking it was just a game alert, but the preview on the screen showed a name I didn't recognize, followed by a series of heart emojis. A cold feeling washed over me. I tried to shake it off, telling myself I was over. We had been together for 3 years, a relationship built on what I thought was solid ground. We were that couple, the one everyone said was meant to be. We talked about the future, about a house with a little garden, about names for kids we hadn't had yet. It was a beautiful picture, a future I held on to with both hands. But that little seed of doubt had been planted. Over the next few weeks, it grew. He started working late more often. His phone was always face down, and he'd jump if I walked into the room while he was texting. The excuses were always plausible. A big project at work, a friend needing help. I wanted to believe him. I really did. It is amazing how much you're willing to ignore when you're afraid of the truth. I started feeling like a detective in my own life, piecing together small, insignificant clues that all pointed to a conclusion I didn't want to reach. The laughter we shared felt forced, the hugs a little less tight. It was like watching our love story slowly fade to gray. One evening, I decided I couldn't live in this state of suspense anymore. I needed to know, for my own sanity. He said he was going out with his buddies, a classic guy's night. I remembered him mentioning a new restaurant they wanted to try downtown. So I went there. I sat in my car across the street, my heart pounding against my ribs, feeling like a fool. I told myself that if I saw him walk in with his friends, I'd drive home, apologize to my own reflection for being so paranoid, and never doubt him again. For an hour, nothing. I was just about to give up, feeling a wave of relief when I saw him. He wasn't with his friends. He was with her, the girl from the text message. They were holding hands. Watching them walk into the restaurant together, laughing, was like watching a movie of my life that I wasn't starring in anymore. Every fear, every doubt, solidified into a painful reality. The world didn't stop. The cars still drove by. People still walked down the street. But my world, the one I had so carefully built with him, had shattered into a million pieces. I didn't confront them. I just drove home, the silence in the car deafening. The betrayal felt like a physical weight, pressing down on my chest, making it hard to breathe. The person I trusted most in the world had chosen to hurt me in the deepest way possible. That night, I packed my bags. When he came home, I was sitting on the couch, surrounded by boxers. There were no dramatic screams, no thrown objects, just a quiet, heartbreaking conversation where the truth finally came out. He cried. He apologized. He begged. But the trust was gone, irrevocably broken. Walking out of that apartment was the hardest thing I've ever had to do, leaving behind 3 years of memories. But in that moment of immense pain, I also found a sliver of strength. One chose myself. The healing process has been long and messy, filled with tears and anger and a lot of questioning. But every day, it gets a little easier. I'm rediscovering who I am without him, finding joy in small things again. If you're going through something similar, know that you're not alone. The pain is real, but so is your strength to overcome it. Thank you for listening to my story. If it resonated with you, I'd appreciate it if you'd subscribe for more content.